Hello, I'm Grayson, and I am an amateur out-of-practice artist. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my history with art and why I'm making this video. Also, side note, please don't mind my voice. I already don't have the most relaxing, soothing talking voice, and I'm sick on top of that, so bear with me, please. Whew. So my history with art is that I started doing art at home when I was homeschooled. I would get drawing books and those suitcase style art sets. And I had family telling me like, wow, you actually have some potential. You should keep practicing. So I did. And when I went to middle school, I did art classes where we would get some extra credit for showing our teacher art that we did outside of class because we didn't get to choose art as a class. They just placed us there. So the teacher was kind of looking for ways to encourage real art lovers. So I did that, and I would do drawing on the side a lot of the time because of that. Then in high school, I signed up to be in art class 1, which was basic color theory, lines. We did a lot more reading than actually doing art in that class, but it was worth it because then I was able to take drawing 2 the next year, which was a little bit more advanced. And for some reason, I don't have a huge amount of memory of it. But I do believe that's when I did governor's honors for art, which you get nominated by your teacher for. And my teacher picked 3 or 4 of us in her class to participate, and I made it. So I made it to 2 rounds or something, and that's when I made my first sculpture. My dad taught me how to solder, and I made this really cool copper sculpture of a bee with fruit and flowers inside that my mom helped me design. So shout out to my parents because it was pretty cool. But I didn't make it to the next round of interviews after that. Still a really cool experience, but yeah. So 11th grade and senior year, I did AP art both years, so college level art, where you've got to build a 24-piece portfolio and have it judged. I think the first year I scored decently, and my senior year I was kind of lazy and had senioritis and didn't score very high, but I still passed the class. And I still have some of that work that I can show off eventually, I believe, back at my parents' house. So then art took a back burner for a while, which is crazy because you'd think I was set up to do it. And during my early adult years, I just kind of didn't really do much with art until I started dating my now husband, and he's a musician. And when I was watching him kind of practice his craft every day, I really started to feel that tug towards my creative side again, and I built this portfolio that I'm flipping through on the camera right now. To interview at some tattoo shops for an apprenticeship. And that was something that I had thought about doing since I was really young, and that my parents had kind of encouraged me to do and everything. So I kind of realized quickly after that, though, that environment was probably not good for me. I actually had a tattoo apprentice's partner reach out to me who encouraged me to please not pursue it, that there was some bad things going on in the shops around me and stuff. So that kind of freaked me out. And then the couple of places that I did interview, they seemed kind of scammy. They weren't doing the right thing. One shop wanted me to pay $5,000 up front and then sign a contract stating that they could fire me at any time for any reason, and that they didn't have to return any of the money to me. So that's kind of a big red flag. And I had a couple other similar offers that weren't quite as much money, but my problem was that I still needed to be able to work my night job. And I just decided to give up on that idea. It was just too many negatives for what could be a positive job outcome. But that was the last time that I really the first time and the last time that I ever attempted to pursue art as a profession. I don't expect this YouTube video or any future YouTube videos to be a way for me to do art as a profession either, but I think it would be fun. And my husband's actually kind of been encouraging me to take baby steps back into it instead of trying to just plunge all in and like buy new materials and like prove to myself that I really still like doing art. So fast forward to now, I'm 28 and I'm doing art just because I love it and I want to get back into it. I'm scribbling in a sketchbook and just trying not to be too frustrated when it's not what I saw in my head or as aesthetically pleasing as I'd like. And I'm just kind of trying every medium and style that I can to kind of discover my style and discover what I like. And I've been enjoying it more every day. So I plan to keep going and take you guys with me. So all this channel is going to be is kind of a space for me to relearn how to be an artist. And maybe other people that fell out of love with doing art at some point can come find it again with me. It would be really cool if it grows and people come and watch, but it'll also be fine if it ends up just being my little time capsule to look back on and see how I built my skills back up. It's probably just going to be a little fun personal project for me to explore. And I hope you guys all enjoy watching as I progressively get better and better at art over however long I decide to do this. And feel free to subscribe if you'd like to keep up. Also, I'd love suggestions from anyone that this video makes it to about maybe some practices or skills I should try to learn or relearn. Because I know some of the basics, as you can see from my sketch I'm working on right now, but I definitely don't have a lot of those little hidden skills that a lot of artists have, and I'd love to learn those. And I figure I'll do some videos kind of going over what art supplies I have access to and what my art space looks like so that you guys can kind of give me some advice on things I already have, and then what's really worth investing in, you know. I'm also really interested in kind of learning a more illustrative style and could use some advice on that. If you guys have any tips or tricks or know any good resources for, you know, more, I don't want to say cartoony, but just like maybe comic book style or cover art style. I really want to get into doing faces that way, or like humanoids, something like that. It would help me a lot with my D&D campaigns too, to be able to do my own art. So yeah, anything you guys could help with would be awesome. And I'd love to just meet some other people that are maybe kind of relearning art. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching me make this cute little panda. I was trying to go for like a little Lisa Frank style. It's just a really small sketchbook, so it's not going to be overly detailed, but I still think it came out cute in the end. And I think I'd like to do a video kind of showing what's already in this sketchbook because it's about halfway full. It's a lot of really scribbly, like, figure drawing that's timed that I was working on just to try to get myself back in the groove, get my hand warmed up, things like that. So I've been working on it probably like 8 months now. So there's quite a bit of stuff in there I could show off. There's also some neat little gouache paintings and stuff. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of watching me color in this panda, and hopefully you guys come back for more. Thanks. See you next time.